Now we're going to get into push-pull redirections. Very, very basic though. We're not going to teach you about the Pak-Sao, Lop-Sao. We're not going to get into a lot of details on that. We're just going to be doing basic pushes and pulls to go along with the energy. So let's say, for example, I am in this confrontation. Maybe we're striking back and forth. Maybe he just reached in to shove me. Maybe he reached in with one hand to counterbalance the punching hand. And we make contact. Somehow with our hands. Could be here, 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 here. I don't know. You met the other person in some sort of hand-to-hand, close quarter now situation. Or mid-range situation. When you feel the energy pushing against you, you have two options. Either pull or push. Okay? You can either pull the person into you, slamming in the headbutts, elbows, knees, strikes. Or if you're on a better angle, like to the outside angle, like so, I'm going to give you a bird's eye view. Instead of being straight in front of him, here, maybe I'm to a better angle than him, then I'll push. I'll push the arm in, trapping the hand while I strike in. Okay? Today, because we're doing the essentials video, we'll only be striking the eyes and throat. Okay? Now you can use your punches, of course, okay? But because this is your life and death essentials, I want you to know these things, okay? So we make contact here, okay? It could have been, like I said, from a shove, from a wrestle, from a choke, from him punching me throwing up a block, I punch him, he throws up a block, whatever it is. I'm going to pull the energy towards me. He's trying to push towards me. I'm going to pull that energy in and slam something in. In this case, my headbutt, boom, my punches, my headbutts, my elbows, my knees coming across. In this case, we're striking the eyes and throat, so check this out. As I pull with one hand, I'm going to strike the eyes with my other. Let me give you a better view of this here. Let me open up a little bit for you. Okay? So he strikes in here. Okay? I just threw my hands up as a reaction. Now I'm going to pull with my right hand, pulling my elbow into my ribs, and strike the eyes with my other hand. Or pull with my right, strike the throat with my other hand. Okay? Follow up immediately. Boom, here, here. Okay? One more time. We make contact. Boom, here, here. Straight into the eyes. Okay? Or into the throat. Very serious stuff, okay? He goes to strike me. Whoa, I threw my hands. Or I go to strike him. Whoa, he throws his hands, okay? This energy can be taken advantage of. Otherwise, he's going to come back and strike me back. Boom, I get knocked out, okay? So as soon as that happens, here, boom, I strike. Here, I strike. See how I trap him with the other hand now, just pulling? This is a basic pull trap, okay? It's going to be like a Lop-Sao, but we'll go over those specifics later. Basic push. Practice this with your partner. Check it out. Hands come up. I'm on the outside angle, so I'm just going to shove in the elbow. As soon as we make contact here, boom, I shove in the elbow and I attack the eyes. Okay? If he starts to come back towards me, I attack again. Okay? So I'm blasting up center line, just like you're doing your chain punches, but with my eye gouges and my throat jabs. Okay? Check this out one more time. I throw up my hands here. Boom, I strike in. Boom, I strike in. That was the pull. Now watch the push. Here, push in. Push in. Okay? These are essential for whatever kind of contact you can make, people. This is the essentials video. He grabs me. Same gig, pull and strike, okay, on this arm, pull and strike, okay, he goes to shove, pull, strike, okay, he goes to throw a punch, I throw my hands up, pull, strike, okay, it doesn't matter what they do, as long as there's energy pushing against you, you can pull it in, boom, boom, or you can push it in to a sideways angle. I'm not fighting him, I'm redirecting him. We'll get into more details on that later, I don't want to get into too many concepts. Practice this safely. Your pushes and your pull traps. Striking the eyes and the throat. So that in the meantime, before you become a very skilled, detailed martial artist, you have things to use in the street. Practice that and come back to us. You might be asking yourself, where do I start? After this video, what do I do to get started? How do I practice? Where do I go? The answer is simple. Most of the time when you go to a martial arts school, you're not in private lessons anyway. A lot of times you're in a group class. You don't have the person giving you specific instruction right in front of you. And you have to work with a partner, given the techniques that you're being taught during class, and try and figure out the technique for yourself and try and work it out so that you can use it in real life scenarios. What you're doing here is using visualization, using the video tutorials that I provide for you, using my forum, which has a lot of the theory there, practicing with a partner, and then interacting with other individuals on the site as well as your instructors to get a really good idea of how to use these techniques. Now, the other answer to that question is that you're not learning traditional martial arts. You don't have to do everything perfect. It's not forms where everything has to be exactly in line a certain way. You're not doing any of that stuff. No Judy chop in action, okay? A lot of it has to do with natural responses and flowing from that natural response into something useful in the street. And that's something that's easy to learn. It doesn't take an incredible amount of motor skills. It doesn't take an incredible amount of experience. Everything that I teach you on this website, you should be able to use right after learning it from here, using your partner just to kind of work with a little bit and figure it out, working with the forums, reading a bunch of the theory, and your mind is going to be able to take what you're learning here because of the way that I train you and be able to apply it in a real life scenario if you have to. Again, it's a lot less expensive, a lot more convenient, and a lot easier to learn when you're not in a big group setting where your instructors are walking around a lot of times, helping 30 other people in class and not getting around to you as often as you'd like to. Okay, a lot of times that ends up being a waste of money anyway.